Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth, babe. I thought this camera was about to fall. Anyways, y'all, I just wanted to come and talk about some people. Um, Nick Cannon. All right, Nick Cannon. Nick, Mr. Nickelodeon himself. So Nick Cannon says God decides if he'll have more kids. So this is according to the neighborhood talk. Um, no, I'm going to read the one from the Shade Room. This is according to the Shade Room. All right. So during an interview with ET, Nick Cannon opened up about whether he'll have more children. The comedian, musician, actor, and father of 12 says that God decides when we're done, but I believe I definitely got my hands full. I'm so focused, I'm locked in, but when I'm 85, you never know, I might, Nick goes on to explain. The 42-year-old addresses an ongoing misconception on how he goes about spending time with his children. Everybody think it's time management, it's energy management, he explains. Because once we're all aligned, the flow is a lot easier. If there's any kind of low frequencies, in there, that's what messes up the scheduling. As long as we're all on the same page and we all got the same goal to be the best parents we could possibly be, that works. And then the scheduling is the scheduling. Now, I'm not saying everything that we read is true because I know for a fact everything that's on the internet is not true. We are not Miss Wanda. You know how Miss Wanda think everything she read on the blogs, on social media, is the gospel. We know that not to be true because we are people that girl got some sense, okay? And we know that when we look at the Shade Room, the Jasmine Brand, Neighborhood Talk, whatever blog that it may be, that it's not CNN, it's not MSNBC. It's a gossip blog, okay? And even with CNN and MSNBC, girl, you still got to be careful, right? All I'm saying is this: we have heard the stories of Mariah requesting to be um, the primary parent for their two kids. I think that Nick even came out at one time and said something about the baby mamas necessarily not all getting along. Didn't y'all remember? It either was Nick or a source. Um, I think what happens sometimes in situations, y'all read one book, girl, half a book, and then all of a sudden, girl, y'all become these spiritual beings. Nick. Everybody think it's time management, it's energy management. The simple fact that Nick is even talking about being 85 years old and possibly being bringing another child into this world lets me know that he doesn't care. Girl, can I say something? Y'all always want to talk about the black family, the black family, the black family. This is the reason. This is the reason. This is the reason. This right here, my dear, is the reason. God ain't got nothing to do with this. You know what I learned one time. I remember I had a professor. Her name was which one? Hold up, because I want to make sure because I had two favorite professors. Who was the one who said this? It wasn't Doctor. It was Doctor Sammy. I was about to say another professor. It was Doctor Sammy. Doctor Sammy Robinson. I absolutely loved her. She was a AKA a black lady, fly. Her and Dr. Johnny Williams were like my two favorite professors at TSU. Dr. Johnny was bald headed, girl, like real bald, like bald headed, bald head. Well, I think she also had some type of what is it like? What is it that Jada has? Her hair was thin, like it was thin like this. Yeah. But she was fly. She could dress her tail off. Dr. Robinson was fly too. Um, but anyways, I remember Dr. Robinson saying one day that girl, you can't always low key. What she basically said was you can't always depend on God. Some stuff you got to do for yourself. Like she said, when you cross the street, do you wait till that sign says go? Or do you keep walking when you see cars just zooming past? Right. Yeah. 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 Are you going to just go jump off the tallest building in the world and hope that once you hit the concrete that God going to come and save you? There's just some things in life. I'm sorry to break it down. There are just some things in life where we have to take control. Right? Crossing the street, we're going to wait. And we're going to look both ways to make sure that girl somebody ain't running the light. Right? Right? So all I'm saying is, Nick, God ain't got nothing to do with you having all these children and creating these black broken, well, not black, creating these broken homes. Don't tea, don't shake, girl. Don't tea, don't shake. Don't tea, don't shake, girl. God ain't got nothing to do with you creating these broken homes. Not nothing. Nothing. Because the truth of the matter is, if you depended on God, then I thought that you, girl, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, that girl, God don't want you having sex outside of marriage. He don't want you having kids outside of wedlock. So you ain't been paying attention to God for a very long time now, sir. Am I confused? But I know the only time that a lot of y'all really want to listen to God and repeat God is when they got to do with some gay stuff. Well, God, my religion, like Boosie, my religion tells me. Girl, okay. Okay. Girl, that Bible is 1 million pages, and the only thing that y'all can concentrate on is the gay. Girl. Well, we gonna move on, girl. Nick gonna do what he wanna do anyway. Nick is grown, girl. If you want to walk around here creating these mixed families, then girl, so be it, girl. Tommie. Girl, y'all know I don't pay attention to Tommie and Natalie Nunn, but Tommie got beat up. Long story short, Tommie got beat up the other day. You know, they had a celebrity boxing match, and we know it was a lot of chaos and confusion that led up to that fight. Um, Again, long story short, from what I understand from the blogs, come on, from social media, is that Tommie lost. Which kind of brings me to this. Well, I was talking about this the other day on my live. I think I have been around people that actually, I have seen the girls fight. Like I've seen the girls tussle. Girl, I'm talking about like not like my girls, the girls, like women. I done seen girls like girl go toe to toe before. So when everybody was like gassing Tommie up the other day in my live, I was like, girl, the truth of the matter is we've never really seen Tommie fight. We've seen Tommie get loud. We've seen Tommie, you know, project her voice in a way where she feels as though it's going to intimidate someone. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? I'm Tommie. You know, she do all of that. But girl, the truth of the matter is we ain't never seen Tommie just go toe to toe with somebody. Even on Love and Hip Hop, Tommie did a whole bunch of running and hollering and screaming, but girl, they had 30,000 security guards on payroll too. The same thing I was talking about, girl. The same way I was talking about America's Favorite Housewife. Y'all swore up and down Portia got hands, but the only thing that we've really seen Portia do is pull Kenya's hair. Outside of that, I don't know why y'all like to run with this narrative that Portia is like Layla Ali. Girl, we've seen Portia pull someone's hair. We've seen her crawl on top of Cynthia and get kicked. And we heard about her chasing her assistant down an alleyway. Past that, I'm not exactly sure where y'all get that Portia got these hands that'll knock somebody out. That's why I was like, girl, that's how I know a lot. That's how I know a lot of y'all really can't fight. because pulling hair, while it is a violation, girl, that's not, girl, when if you pull my hair and I get up and do like this and sit right back down on the couch, you really ain't did too much of nothing. Am I still gonna press charges? Yes. Okay? I'm gonna press charges. Press. I'm pressing charges. But girl, you ain't did too much of nothing, right? So the same thing with Tommie. Like, I don't know why everybody thought that Tommie was gonna just go in and just go wear Natalie out, because based off of what have you seen that I haven't seen where it told you that Tommie had hands? Because I ain't seen nothing. When I tell you, girl, Tommie, Tommie, did you know you was fighting that day? Girl, Tommie, did you know you was fighting that day? Because the way you showed up was like, girl, you didn't know you had signed up to fight. Girl, I'm so confused. Tommie, this how you know either Tommie is a drunk, Tommie needs some help, because even if this was a situation where Tommie was not taking it seriously, right? Like, girl, I'm just gonna show up, fight this girl, make a couple of dollars. You would have still. It's hard for me to believe that she didn't take this seriously because of what led up to the fight. Like, Tommie was really out on these streets talking about people's kids, or talking about someone's kid, aka Chris Brown's. Like, Tommie was out here, like, her and Natalie were fighting. Tommie had knives in her hand. So it's like, if y'all were like kind of paying attention to some of the stuff that led up, it was a lot. So it's like, you did all of that to get to the fight and to not take it seriously. You see what I'm saying? I just think Tommie can't fight. Tommie can't fight. Tommie can't fight. Tommie can't fight. Girl, Tommie can't fight. Girl, Tommie can't fight. Girl, I can't even show the clips because the last time I tried to show a clip of somebody fighting, girl, they demonetized my video, and then when I took the clip out, they monetized it. So I just came to the conclusion that anything that has to do with violence, girl, fighting. I don't know about the other girls. I'm not showing it on my channel because I don't feel like going down that road. But the clips I saw, girl, I was kind of laughing. When I tell you something, girl, I was like, Tommie, was you drunk? Girl, like, Tommie, girl, did you take? Was you, girl? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if Tommie was drunk or whether or not she didn't realize what today was. Today is fight night. Girl, Tommie's a mess. Tommie is a mess. That's all I got to say. Tommie, you are a hot mess. And girl, you need to get it together. And y'all need to stop thinking that Tommie can beat somebody up, because Tommie can't beat nobody up, girl. Tommie got beat up by Natalie. After all of what she was doing, girl. Anyways, Kanye West has reportedly reached an agreement with Adidas to sell their remaining stock of the Yeezys products worth $520 million. So Kanye West losing his Adidas partnership may have cost him hundreds of millions when a German-founded company decided to cut ties with the rapper in late 2022, following a string of public outbursts. But according to a new report, Ye and Adidas have allegedly reached an agreement allowing the firm to sell all of its remaining Yeezy inventory, which is rumored to be around $520 million. Adidas ended its business relationship with Ye last year, was very abrupt. And while they are still legally allowed to sell any of the Yeezy designs, the sudden decision to terminate their contract with Ye meant they could no longer use the Yeezy logo on any of those particular products, with the Wall Street Journal recently claiming that Adidas is facing a financial slump with its general apparel, including Beyonce's Ivy Park line, which is a hot mess. They didn't include that. Girl, can we just come to the conclusion that, girl, Beyonce's Ivy Park is horrible? We done talked about this before, girl. I saw some new stuff I think she's coming out with, girl. Like I said, might be one or two cute pieces in there. Other than that, girl, y'all are not walking around here with Ivy Park. Yeah, and clearly, girl, based on the numbers, girl, what did Jay-Z say? Didn't Jay-Z say men lie, women lie, numbers don't? The Ivy Park is a horrible mess. I want y'all to realize that everything Beyonce touches is not gold. Acting, she needs to leave alone, and the fashion world, she needs to leave alone. Beyonce needs to stick to singing and dancing. Sorry. Anyways, Beyonce's Ivy Park line, which allegedly fell $200 million below expectations, is understandably why the company wants to save money where it can. Girl, you know what I think? Because I think a lot, some we all have difference of opinion, right? So these are some of the comments. Try to knock a man and fail. Love to see it. Black power. They need to post that in the official account, not on the blogs. Make it mainstream. And now we see who needs who. They need him, duh. And then somebody put, "This is not the flex y'all think it is. Adidas get to dump unwanted inventory. Ye gets a cut. Adidas remains $1 million company. He has the freedom, although not the infrastructure, to start over, and he'll need to, as he's a proven liability to partner with." Says he couldn't be counseled. So my whole thing is this: I don't think it's a flex that y'all trying to make it seem either, because the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, Adidas still is coming out on top. Because if Kanye really wanted to flex and show them, like, I'm Kanye, he would have said, because again, from what they say, you can sell the product, but you have to take my logo off, which means you're not selling Yeezy. Like, that to me, if Kanye would have done something like that, like, it just goes to show that he still wants to work with these people. You know how y'all was all out here cutting up and acting a fool? Because y'all felt as though if Kanye was going to be canceled, Balenciaga should be canceled. Then Kanye came right back out and said that he stands with Balenciaga, had y'all all looking stupid again. I just feel like, girl, Kanye wants a seat at the table with these white people, and instead of him showing them that he is needed, right? Because clearly they needed him in the situation, he still went back to the table and had a conversation with them. They wouldn't have, even though to me, at the end of the day, Kanye was doing a whole lot. I'm just saying, if I was looking at it through Kanye's eyes, they wouldn't have nothing to say to me. We don't have nothing to talk about. Because I see y'all need me and I don't need y'all. Y'all can go burn that shit in the palace, as far as I'm concerned. I'll go start my own stuff. Thank you. Have a nice life. So yeah, it's not the flex to me that y'all are trying to make it seem either. If Kanye probably would have gave them the middle finger and twirled off, then I probably would have been like, "Ooh, girl, I know that's right, Kanye." But he didn't do that. He went back. I'm just saying, y'all. Am I wrong? Anyways, girl, pay up. Nicki Minaj seeking default judgment in $70K defamation case after YouTuber who made disturbing claims about the rapper and her son fails to respond to lawsuit. Neighbors, it looks like Nicki Minaj could see a legal victory in a lawsuit against a blogger who made some disturbing comments about her and her child, Papa Bear. We previously reported that Nicki was seeking $75,000 in damages in her defamation lawsuit. Girl, I had to stop reading that because they started talking about the C word. Anyways, girl, long story short, Nosey, whose real name is Marley, accused Nicki basically of being a C head and was shoving C up her nose. She also made comments about Nicki's son. And an exclusive report obtained by Hip Hop Court documents show that Nicki and her legal team are seeking a default judgment in the case. It looks as though Nosey Heaux hasn't responded to the suit. That's pretty much the article, girl. Listen, I didn't keep up with this mess. I remember us talking about it like one time. Girl, y'all need to watch what y'all say in these videos, cause girl, even if the girl got the $75,000, girl, who want to just give up $75,000? You know what I'm saying? And girl, the truth of the matter is, Nicki don't even need the $75,000. She's just trying to prove a point and teach somebody a lesson, which I'm not mad about it, because girl, y'all can't go around her saying everything about anybody. It's already. And I think what it is, and I was listening to the Breakfast Club the other day, which I have not listened to the Breakfast Club in, girl, forever. And there was a woman on there. Oh, they were talking about Don Lemon, and she was basically saying that she thinks, and I agree, because I'm going to just be a little transparent with you. This is something that I struggle with too sometimes. Is that she was talking about Don, and she was basically saying, like, you get this platform and you want to keep the audience engaged, and you may, feel the need to say something provocative to, kind of get the girls to ooh, but you also don't want to cross that line, you know. So it's just like, girl, I get it. We all out here trying to get, trying to get to the money and, trying to get subscribers and keep everybody entertained and all that stuff. But girl, everybody gonna have to just watch what they say because, girl, clearly Nicki, Cardi, they ain't playing, and I'm sure they got more money than all of us. Okay, so I can't go to court. I ain't got it, Nick. I ain't got it. Girl, I'll just take it down. I'm not Tasha K. That's what I would have been like, girl. Look. Okay, girl. I was just playing, girl. But girl, y'all be having too much pride for me, honey. I ain't got too much pride, girl. I ain't got no money, honey, so I can't go to court. All right, I'm going. Y'all talk to y'all later. Bye.